Finland Crusader here, and welcome to part 13. We've got a visitor today, look, Toby dog. Okay, so this is part 13. And, yeah, it's mudguards, it's riveting, and we're getting them done. This one's complete, and I'll show you a few riveting jobs the way I've done them. And so the next thing now is to put another sheet of tin on the bench and cut this bit of tin out here, replicate that one. Still got the old pattern, and all the bits are already all the artifacts, like the these bits and these bits as well, that ones, they're all been done. The mudguard top as well, it's all been done, so it should be a relatively quick fix, so we should get that done this week, and then it'll be a major step forward to have two wings. And today's a nice day, so I might even go and grip blast the foot plates just to finish them off, and then I've got the whole caboodle all done and dusted then, just needs fitting. So sit back and enjoy, and catch you on the next one. Okay, so we've done a few rivets here now on the smaller side, and so I went and fetched my rivets this morning, and the 5/16 by ½ inch, which is good, and I will just polish this up for a minute before I put it in. Just got it in the vice, just giving it a quick polish up. Right, so this is me dolly. I have there's a big rivet one. These rivets here, it was that one that's good, fits in there for the dolly, look, and I made this a second one for the smaller rivets, and they fit in that one. So this is what we're using now. So I'll just slide that underneath there. I mean, I couldn't warm them up and put them through with a pair of pliers. By the time you got it in and got it laid down in a dolly like this, it would have gone cold. Because they go cold quick enough now as it is. So there we go, now she sticks up there. So she's ready to go. So and it's quite a big hole, because like when I drilled the old ones out, you sort of got a lot of countersink in the top of the holes now, and they sort of take a bit of filling up. But we beat it down with a ball paint to start with, and to get a good swelling so it's wide enough, and I'll finish it off with a punch that's got a dome in it, look, and that's just to make it a nice finish. So we'll warm that up and give that a go, see how we get on. It don't take many seconds to warm it up, and by the same token it don't take many seconds for it to cool off either, but it does make it go a lot easier to beat it out. So I've swelled the head out enough to cover the countersink thereabouts. I'll just warm her up and then we'll get the punch on it. Just to yeah, I've got to have to flatten that one out because the countersink in the hole was barely big enough to really wasn't big enough to go and fill it up, so I've had to flatten it out. So but you can see where I'm going with it. I'll show you when I get the others done, but it is what it is. I mean, I've seen people just sit to it and they just flatten them with the hammer, just half swell them and leave it at that, which is alright. I mean, like I say, you don't get to see it, so, but it's sometimes nice, you know, to be able to do a job so you know in your own head that you've done it right, like, you know. I mean, there's nothing wrong with these. It's going to hold it, it ain't going to come apart. But for me, you just feel better that you've done a nice job, you know, with a nice shaped rivet that, you know, show the fact that you can bloody well do it. But anyway, it's going together all right, so, you know, I'm not too fussed about that. I'll get these two done, and then I'll bring you back again and have another go on the last two. And these will be better because these didn't get very big countersinking, but these were buggers to get out. And the countersink is quite big. I mean, I could put a longer rivet in if I'd got them. Well, I've got some actually, but be a lot of ball paining and doing, and when well, it's not really necessary. But anyway, I'll bring you back when we get to the last one, see what we can do. So I just resurrected the two rivets that were bad, and that was these two that I had to flatten off. What I did, I got the MIG out, put it on high temperature and high amps like, and just put the piece of, you know, weld on the top, and while it was red hot, threshed it with a punch, and it's created me dome, which has made me rivet, you know, look as good as the rest of them like. And so, you know, for me, it sort of, you know, does the trick for me anyway. I mean, the rivet's good and tight, and I just created a dome to match all the others, so yeah, quite chuffed with that. Okay then, so we're on the last one, and the last one's there. They're all in, all sorted, some better than others, but they all do a good job. So right, so we'll get it warmed up. So that's another one. Okay, well what I'll do, I'll bring you in so you can see where I'm at. I'll just have to take the focus off as well. Right. So you can see now, look, they're all in there. They've all got some reasonable round heads to them. So I'm fairly happy at that. We'll have a look on the other side in a minute, but they should be good because they're factory formed, if you like. So yeah, so when that all cools off a bit, I'll scrub it up and we'll get some paint on it and start assembling the top bit. Alright, catch you on the next one. Okay then, so these are the rivets we've just finished on that bit there. And them's all the rivets, all in there, all in place. So yeah, I'm happy with that. Like I say, now I've got to continue and repair that wing top and then set about spot welding and riveting it in along with a bit of angle on along that edge. So working on the outer edge, it'd be a lot better than working on the inside like some of these. So yeah, pretty good. See you on the next one. Okay, so we now just cut the rough edge out the back corner of this mudguard and created my new piece of steel, and basically that just fits in there. And now I've got to just weld that in and then drill the appropriate hole in it when we get it back on the mudguard. And that hole that has to go in is that one there, and that's the same one as you mount your mudguard stay bracket to the bulkhead. So yeah, we'll get that welded in now, and that'll be another piece of the puzzle. And while I'm here, I've got to just get my aluminium plate out and put under there and just fill that corner in. And then a couple of the pit holes there, which I'll just put a spot of weld in, and because she's getting a bit thin, but to be fair, you know, it'll last a long while, and then she's pretty good. So I'll crack on with that and I'll catch you later. Okay, so I've been cracking on and put the repair panel piece in there, look, and it's all spot welded in now, look. Put rivets in there in a few minutes, but all the spot welds are in, look. It's got to be planished off and then or ground off if you like, and then everywhere you see a bolt head, there's a rivet to go in. And of course on this end, them two bolts and that one bolt is also holding the round bit of angle line, which goes right down there. And these will come out and they'll be riveted as well. And then along the bottom where my floor plate bolts onto, I am going to bolt that for now, because I need to take it in and out, because I've got a winch to go on the back and I need to modify the floors to fit the winch. eventually, but that's not now. The importance now is just to get it ready for the road run. So we're almost a mudguard complete now, other than just bolting bits on it, which is good. So you know, come Monday I'll set about the other bloody mudguard and get stuck into it, and because the bits are here are all ready to bolt on and rivet on and do. I've just got to cut the plate and drill the holes, so I can nip on with that fairly quick this week, and I'll have a pair of mudguards, and that'll be a major step forward. So yeah, she still stands there, look, but when we get the mudguards on, and then obviously the other thing I'll have to get sorted is the steering box, and the steering box is in this vise, and I think if I'm right in thinking, yes, you probably not see that. I can get hold of the shaft anyway. I can wobble it back and forwards, and it needs just this end piece taking off, so I can fit a new bush in there. Just when you think you're finished with steering boxes with a truck, up pops another one. But anyway, I'll put a new bush in there just to take some of the wobble out of the steering wheel. So it's sort of a relatively easy fix. So yeah, cracking on well now. Catch up with you again soon. Okay then, so that's all the riveting done now then. So we've seen like I called like the base plate. It's all you've seen that one before. I've got the 4 rivets in the bottom of the stays, look, and the 2 in the top, and the same with that one, and the same with that. And I've got the 6 rivets in here, which is holding the foot plate stay, and I've just got them rivets put in there, look, and them 2, which obviously are all holding the piece of angle iron on the back. And I've got a bolt in the bottom here. Excuse me, but yeah, they've got a bolt in the bottom here, and they will remain to be bolts until such time I finalise the foot plates with the winch, which is, you know, not on this time round, but in future times, because the winch won't fit in without modifying the floor plates. But I need to get it ready for the road run, so you know, the winch will not go on this time round. But so yeah, quite happy with that. That's one mudguard nicely done. So crack on with the next. So get a bit of paint on, so it makes a difference to it. Completely different complexion when you get it all one colour, look. And although probably some of the rivets should be a bit flatter than the original style, it's rivets whatever, so you know, I'm quite happy with that. I think when it's all on the trap, you won't notice a lot of difference. So yeah, good progress, we're getting there. So we've been doing the mudguards. You can see we've got this one all painted, so it's pretty much basically done. And got the pattern out ready to lay on a new bit of steel for the other one. But here, or you can't hear, but it's tractor time. So today we're going out on the E27N major, Fordson paraffin, all standard, and here she is, you can probably hear her, as original as you can get, with all its chains and bits and pieces on its linkages. that's it. So go for a little ride, take it back and put it in the shed. I brought it round the front. There was loads of tractors and stuff in the way to get this one out. So but we'll go for a little jolly. It will only be a little one, and the reason being is we shan't be going up the road because it's a green spot and she's lower than a standard Ford, or as low as a standard Ford. So she's good on the clutch and getting the gears in and clear food bug. And after the P6, she's lovely and light on the steering. So this is straight into top gear now. And hope the road's clear, I think it is. Yeah. So here we go then. $19.50 this one. As I said, it always goes electrics on, electric start, the lights they all work, toolbox. And as with the P6, it's got the extra tank for more hydraulic fluid, so as it'll tip a trailer. And even then, on a petty cart, there's barely enough oil to tip the trailer even with that on. But I suppose in the old days with the little petty carts, you know, after the screw tip ones, the rams will be a fair bit smaller than today's trailers and take less oil probably. But it certainly won't tip a petty cart, and it's about as small as you get today. But anyway, green spot there, it sort of dictates what sort of gear ratios they've got, and this one being low top gear. So there she is. And because the other thing is, we always call this one our Scottish tractor, and the reason we call it our Scottish tractor is because she came from the Scottish borders, and Kelso, Scottish borders, So that's probably just giving the game away there, a good clue to where it actually come from, but for the boys that know. But anyway, that's the tractor, so we'll have a go at putting it back in the shed. Just starting to spot a bit of rain as well. there you are. We'll turn the petrol off. She'll be pretty much done. Just to prove that everything works. There you are. Bless her. Right, that's it for a few more days then. That's that one.